Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your 2020 yearly forecast reading. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I went ahead and used 4 different oracle decks to pull your general energies and your love life energies month by month for the entire year of 2020. For all my faithful and loyal subscribers and followers over on Instagram, I thank you guys so much for all the love and continued support. If you're new to me, welcome. I hope that you stick around. I hope that at the end of this has resonated with you and it has helped you in some way to bring about clarity in any areas of your life. So if you choose to subscribe, I hope that you do, and you double tap that bell at the end so that you get notified of all the readings that are coming out. As soon as this resonates, I would absolutely appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. So here we are. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, your general reading with the Energy Oracles and the Angel Answers Oracle. And then for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, the Romance Angel Oracle and the Psychic Tarot for the heart. So if you did not catch your December 2019 reading, I will go ahead and link it up here somewhere. I did end that reading with card from the Heal Yourself reading cards. And now, where most signs, my intention was to only pull 1 card. Pisces, you had 2 that came out. And I'm going to give you my interpretation of it, and then I will also read from the book. And hopefully one of the 2 messages will resonate with you. Remember, not all messages will resonate with everyone. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Never force a message to apply. Pisces, you ended your December 2019 reading with these 2 cards. How teachable are you? And pride. So the whole gist of this message was, what was it that could possibly block you going into 2020? Because I wish nothing but love, joy, harmony, peace, prosperity, abundance for all my Pisces friends out there. And sometimes we carry, old energy, stagnant energies, unfinished business, things that, we may not even realize affect us going into a new year. And so this was just, in essence, to help enlighten you on what you could possibly be inadvertently bringing into the next year that can possibly block you. So this doesn't apply for everyone. It does, either one or the other may apply to you. So how teachable are you? And the card of pride. You could take each message individually or together. So what I'm getting from these is the first card, how teachable are you? I feel as though you may have gone through some pretty significant life lessons in 2019. And you may have gone through it more than one time, even though every single time you go through it, it almost feels like deja vu. Here we go again. Why do I keep going through this? Well, take a moment to take a step back and realize everything that we go through in life is a lesson. It's part of your journey. It's part of your growth. If you're shooting for a particular goal or target, a particular level of comfort, of stability, of success, whatever it is that you call success, or contentment, or relationship status. A lot of times we need to learn particular lessons or go through certain situations or scenarios that, although sometimes heavy and they can feel like they're breaking us to pieces, the strength that you pull out of God knows where to pull yourself together, to get up off the floor, to shake it off, to help you restabilize yourself physically, excuse me, excuse me, physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever it may be for you guys. Know that there is a particular lesson that may have repeated itself over the year. Take a moment to really think about it. If you felt as though there were repeated situations or scenarios that kept happening in 2019 and maybe even before then, that you felt maybe you went through it a few years ago and it trickled into 2019 and you're like, I will be damned if I take that type of energy with me in 2020. Well, how teachable are you? Because let me tell you, the universe has been trying to teach you. The universe has been trying to communicate with you, has been trying to wake you up and enlighten you that, hey, hello, you've been doing the same thing over and over again, not getting a different result. Wake up, Pisces. It's time to try something different. It's time to try something new. Stop banging your head against the wall. And a lot of that may have to do with pride. Am I right, Pisces? Some of you may be going through it emotionally, have gone through some dark times, but your pride does not let you ask for help. And forget asking for help, because it probably doesn't let you or allow you to even listen to when someone is trying to offer you help, because they see you drowning in your own tears, in your own emotions. And so at some point, you have to face yourself before you can face everything else. Do not self-sabotage your growth, your healing. There is so much more that you need to go through. I'm also feeling a lot of like shattered energy with you. And although there are very few people that know what you've gone through or what you've been going through emotionally, they don't really know that what they think or see is just the tip of the iceberg. There has been so many more layers, so many more emotions, so much more that you've let on, that you've hidden, that you've gone through. So I'm going to read from the text and let you guys know what it says in here. So let's start with, how teachable are you? Are you open to learning new things in your life? How high is your desire to let go of judgment, doubt, negativity, and self-sabotage? What are some of your favorite things to do? Is it to watch TV, go shopping, play golf, drink, gossip with your friends? Are you willing to give those things up in order to create time to learn something new? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? What is your willingness to really apply what you learn? You might be learning many new things, but resistant to change. Every time you begin to think, I already know this, I've heard it before, this doesn't apply to me, which you probably said in my intro, your ability to learn diminishes enormously, and it is at this point you may become virtually unteachable without realizing it. Unless you apply what you have learned into your life, you won't really know it. This card is beckoning you to not only be open-minded, but to take specific action towards change. To create change, you need to start with something small, like the way you pour your tea. Eventually, you will change your habit. This builds confidence as you start working towards the big changes you need to make. In the next 48 hours, take a step forward towards changing some areas of your life. This could be something small, like buying a journal to write your dreams in, or talking to someone about your transformation. Then every day do something, even if it only takes a couple of minutes, towards creating positive transformation in your life. Another thing you can do is ask yourself many times during the day, am I teachable right now? Or do I think that I know better? People who are the most teachable experience the most success in their life. So, where does that fit in your life, Pisces? And if you say it doesn't, you feel like you're okay, you've graduated, you've been there, done that, let's move on to the card of pride. You may be acting out of arrogance and vanity. Humility is the key. When you are prideful, you become harsh and not conscious of your weaknesses. This can temporarily make you feel more powerful and superior to others, whilst at the same time cause you to be judgmental, unteachable, and hardened. Have you been fighting, quarreling, and disagreeing with others? Are you always trying to prove a point and defend your position? Do you think that you are always right? By holding on to shadow pride, you are stopping yourself from progressing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Stop overestimating your importance and learn to be humble. When you are too proud, you cannot hear other people's advice and cannot receive their assistance. Empowerment means that you can be soft, caring, aware, and gentle. Recognize that you need other people's support to achieve true success. Take some time during the day to relax. Lie down if possible and look carefully at this card. Come on, Pisces. Screenshot it, pause this video, screenshot it, look carefully at this picture. Ask yourself, where am I attached to a false sense of who I am? Where have I overestimated my abilities or charged ahead unprepared for the challenges I face? Where in the past has a sense of pride led me to a fall? Instead of taking this personally, now is your opportunity to feel and express your willingness to release any pride that has held you back, and in doing so, become more teachable. If you have hurt other people, consider apologizing and being more thoughtful. Okay. Whether you realize it or not, Pisces, those two definitely go hand in hand, right? A lot of times our own pride, our ego self, our shadowy ego self, right? The ego that we refuse to acknowledge sometimes can block us from learning, can block us from leveling up because we haven't learned or we haven't been open to learning. So that is part of your life lesson and what you need to learn and heal from before moving on to 2020. Now, I will let you guys know the same thing I told the other signs that I've done readings for. You don't need a new year to hit that reset button. If you're watching this and it's like February or July and you haven't done this lesson, don't worry. You can still do it. You are in charge of you, Pisces. You can hit that reset button whenever you are ready. If you know you need to do this and you're just not ready to do it within the next few days because New Year's is coming up, nobody's forcing you to. But at some point, you're going to force yourself to do it because you know it's time. It's time to make changes. It's time to heal. It's time to release. It's time to be open to receiving. And you're not fully open to receiving the next level of your life if you haven't fully healed from old issues, old ways, old lessons. And so that is part of the lesson that you need to heal and learn from before resetting and leveling up into your new year. Okay, Pisces, that is your overall healing message before going on into 2020. Remember, you guys, save this reading, go back to it throughout the year so you can see how the rest of your year unfolds and you can compare and match. You feel free to comment at any time. Also, remember, if you don't like any of these energies, you don't have to receive them. You don't have to take them. And on the flip side of that, if there is something that you absolutely love about a particular month or energy, be open to receiving, be open to however the universe is presenting it to you. Okay, so give me a moment and I'm going to flip these cards over and we'll get started on your yearly reading. Okay, Pisces, here we go. Your year ahead. If you want to take a screenshot, go right ahead before I dive into every month. Like I said, I pulled Energy Oracle and Angel Answers for your general, Romance Angel Oracle, and your Psychic Tarot for the heart for your love life. As I move on from month to month, I will go ahead and clarify whatever month I feel called to clarify if I need to pull additional cards and maybe some tarot along the way. These cards make a pretty bold statement, Pisces. I'm not going to lie, Pisces, some of you have another tough, year ahead. So I feel as though for some of you, you have a tough start to the year. I'm feeling and seeing some ups and downs where some areas of your life may feel a little more balanced than others. Keep in mind that just because one area of your life does not mean, that is not in balance, does not mean that your whole life is imbalanced, although it may feel that way. Pay special attention to the areas of your life where you feel absolutely resonates with you and you're just afraid of moving forward with whatever comes up. Again, be open to receiving. So here we go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for your general, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for your love life portion. Let's get started. January. Of course. Get my nails done and then I can't pick them up. So, January. You got 2 Angel Answer Oracle messages. This is for Pisces, January 2020. Some of you feel absolutely tied and bound to a specific situation or relationship. I'm also hearing like tied to your debt, tied to a specific contract. If this is at work, a home, you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. Some of you that put yourself into debt over the holidays are going to be feeling very strapped going into the next year. You're trying to figure out what to do from here on out. How do we move forward? How do I break away? What's my exit strategy? What's my next plan? The angels are saying to listen to your intuition now. I also have to say that for some of you, this exit plan, this strategy on how to get out of a specific situation has to do with the relationship. And how do I get out of it? Because separation comes into play come January 2020. So some of you may be feeling tied and bound to a specific partnership or relationship. Some of you want to separate in terms of legal separation, divorcing. You want to and you're being shy about it, if that makes sense. It's almost as though it would be harsh for you to even say. What will people think? How can you just up and walk away? How can you just leave your spouse? How can you just leave the children? Everything that you've worked for. Listen to your intuition. I feel as though when you come up with your strategy on what the next phase, the next chapter of your life is, Remember to listen to your intuition. That opens a door to major transformative energy. And I hate to say this for some of you Pisces, but the separation is big. For some of you, now if this doesn't resonate, don't go on saying, I'm the one that told you to separate. But for some of you, you know that the relationship and the marriage is what's been holding you back from growing, from transforming. And this is the Six of Swords. Healing begins. Because if you're in a stagnant relationship, if you're in a dead-end job, dead-end marriage, there's absolutely no connection there anymore. It's almost as though you forgot what love felt like. You forgot what a connection felt like. You forgot what intimacy felt like. A true heart-to-heart connection. That emerald green, healing your heart chakra. Healing begins, Pisces. And I feel as though at the start of the year is where you finally realize, you know what? I need to heal myself. Why am I still attached, tied, and bound to this situation that is no longer for my highest good? I've outgrown it. So take a moment to really sit down with yourself and listen to your intuition about what the next step, next phase of your life brings. Because for some of you, that storm warning, let me tell you, they feel your energy. They feel your thinking of how to broaden your horizons, how to expand away from the relationship, away from the partnership. Those of you wanting to leave a dead-end job. You may be calling in sick to go apply or interview or looking into new trainings. You're trying to expand and broaden your horizons in your career, in your relationship. Let me tell you, the people around you are feeling it. Come February 2020, you may get some resistance. You may get people that are questioning your loyalty. And what kind of person does this? And this storm warning, you may have felt it internally, like you knew without a shadow of a doubt, whatever your decision was, if you chose to leave the job, if you chose to separate, if you chose to move out, if you chose to divorce, if you chose to break free from those ties that were holding back your healing and growth, this was internally to you. And you knew that the minute you made the right changes for you, for your family, for your children, for your growth, your future, your betterment, emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever it may be, financially for some of you, this storm warning spills out to the people around you. And be careful, because some of those people want you to stay in stuck energy, want to see you held back. But it's actually the perfect time for you to face your fears, for you to have growth, for you to pick yourself up from wherever you felt was the hardest time of your life. Because that sense of empowerment, of change, is what brings you to a point where you realize how much stronger you truly are and how much stronger you are than what most people have said about you. The base chakra came out in reverse. So you may feel a little off balance. And that sense of being off balance and ungrounded and unstable, financially, emotionally, mentally, whatever it may be, brings up these insane feelings of needing absolute control in every single area of your life. And I know this is Romance Angel Oracle messages, but I have to tell you that sometimes when we can't control what's going on in our general life, we, in our career or our relationship, it trickles onto other areas and it affects other areas. That is why the base chakra, your root chakra, is in reverse. You're feeling unstable. And it's almost as though the more you try to control an outcome, a situation, a plan of action, the more off-centered, off-balance, unstable you feel. And I know this is kind of a crazy combination here come February 2020. But remember, this serves as a warning so that you're better able, better equipped to handle whatever gets thrown your way in February. So you got 2 cards in March, financial constraints, and 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. And believe it or not, the initial shift out of a career, you have to work an entire month before you see the benefit of making that career change. You made the decision to separate, to divorce, to walk away from one financial situation or one relationship that provided one financial situation, okay? You were with someone who brought in a lot more money than you, and then you move on to someone who doesn't make as much money as you, that type of thing. The initial shock of it, just know that no matter what, you already know what you're in for. Trust your intuition, your guidance. It's all coming to you. Don't over worry, over stress yourself as to whether or not you're doing the right thing. Make sure that the communication is clearly, come on, look at all this purple. Clear communication. Take a moment to meditate. Connect with your angels, your higher self. Come up with a master plan, an idea. You have them within you, Pisces. But it's time to free yourself from challenging times that affect you emotionally. This is like the 5 of Wands, unable to stabilize yourself. Coming out of February that had the root chakra, the base chakra in reverse. Yes, it's going to feel as though you had a hard fall and stumble at the beginning of this year, coming in 2020. Do you see all that red? Do you see the glow on his crown? Seriously? We have a theme here, right? The challenging times that are ahead of you. Know that you have what it takes to break free from them, to break through from them. I feel as though it may bring you to a point come April that you may question whether or not you made the right decision, whether or not you made the right choices. Now, if you're all gung-ho and adamant about making specific changes or wanting to make a shift somewhere down the road in your relationship or career, you've got to make those decisions with confidence, with conviction. If you don't believe in yourself, in your abilities and capabilities, and you feel down about yourself every time you stumble or misstep. Not everything has to be a challenge, but everything is a lesson. And so in April, you got broken heart, be assertive, chemistry. And this is the Four of Pentacles, which is like, this is open up, which is like the Four of Pentacles. So again, like I said, what happens by April? You're second guessing yourself. Everything that you thought you were getting away from, shifting out of certain situations, relationships, energies. You thought you put it fully behind you, but it starts creeping back in. Don't self-sabotage, Pisces. Please don't. It only resurfaces to remind you of the struggles that you've gone through, that you're going through, that you're growing from. If you misstep backwards and you feel unable to grow and learn and move forward, remember, how teachable are you? Is this your ego self holding you back? Are you trying to misstep back into comfort, into what you felt would have been easier to stay in stagnant energy? But would you have been happy? So if change is what you want, then it's time to be assertive. If growth is what you want, career change, changes in your life, you're going to need to put a little bit more work into it. And for those of you that are trying to reconnect with that partner or meet someone new, don't allow the old energies of past relationships that did not work out to block you from this strong attraction, chemistry, connection you have to someone new that comes in. Just know that it's okay to open up. Listen to your higher self, your guidance, your intuition. And so look what we have here in May. Another reference to your root chakra. I feel as though what it takes for you to be assertive with what it is that you truly want, the changes you want for yourself, you know, however hard the lessons may have been, it takes a level of strength and courage and assertion for you to find your own balance. Some of you may need to call on to Archangel Michael and connect with him. Ask for guidance. What is the next step? What should I do? What do I need to do? What am I not learning? Ask those questions, whatever you feel called to ask for. How can I get grounded? How can I feel more stable in my, finances, in my career, in my love life, whatever it may be? Because you're ready to the changes that await you. Yes, 2020 may start out a bit of a difficult road. It may throw some wrenches, some curves your way, but you're ready to shift out of the old energy. And the sooner you go through this, because now you see what the year ahead looks like, the sooner your results will come in. That's if you're learning everything you need to learn every step of the way. Your own learning curve is what can advance you or hold you back. So, Six of Wands, believe and succeed. Look at that beautiful light on the horizon. Look at how beautiful that is. The purples and pinks and blues, love, healing, optimism, sense of being grounded trusting your intuition, your higher self, everything that comes your way. The minute you start to realize, you know what? Yes, I did go through some tough times at the beginning of the year, come May. It was all needed. It was all necessary. Now I know what I want. And most importantly, I know what I don't want. I don't want the bullshit from the past, even though it was comfortable. I don't want, the stagnancy from the past because it was easy to stay in that stuck energy. I now know what I want, and I know that I'm deserving, and I know that it's coming to me because it's waiting for me at the end of the road. It's waiting for me on the horizon. Even though this is like the Six of Wands energy, I really feel almost as though like it's that Three of Wands energy. This is a beautiful card. Like this is what awaits you. Smooth sailing, with optimism, with new beginnings, with beautiful light. This is May 2020. June 2020. Well, guess what happens? You've learned to walk away from past mistakes, from old energies. And you're not going backwards. You may look back, like I said, you may look back and realize some of those lessons were necessary. Some of those lessons needed you to take action so that you can fully walk away. So those of you that maybe file for a legal separation or divorce by June, you've got your court date, you have your judgment finalized. You feel like you can fully close that chapter in your life. You can fully walk away and take action towards the future you are now ready to build for yourself. And what does that mean? That means you need to love yourself first. You need to come back and reconnect with yourself. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And that is the Ace of Cups, new beginnings in love. There's no more stepping back into old energy. Look back. See the lessons, everything that it brought to you. Appreciate what you've learned. But know that love abounds. Love yourself first. That new beginning in love is there for you. Whether it means that it starts with you, and that is your new beginning in love because you've learned how to love yourself now, how to put yourself first. But I also feel that for some of you, you get this very, very deep and spiritual connection with someone. I also feel that some of you who aren't going through divorce or separation, there is someone that you may be interested in that by June will be going through that whole process where they can come in and have that new beginning with you. And don't get mad at me. I have no saying in timeline. Divine timing is everything, and we all have free will, whether some people are ready to learn those lessons or not. It's up to you what you decide to do for yourself. And so what happens in July? Well, hello. The door to romance opens up, and the angel of love is there to greet you. That angel of love comes in, opens up that door to romance, makes you realize, hey, this is your divine counterpart. I have brought this person to you. This is spiritual love. This is deep love. This might even be scary love for some of you because you're like, holy fuck. I've never felt this intense connection with anyone. I've never felt this like a literal magnetic attraction or connection. You can't get enough of each other. And I don't just mean sexually, okay? I mean physically. There is something about the two of you energetically being around each other that the two of you just vibe higher than any other partner you may have had. And although, however scary it may be, there is no need to worry. Okay, look, take note, right? So number 49, Angel of Love. 13 goes down to 4. That's your stability. And you have master number here, 33. Look up those angel number meanings. So however scary it may be for you, there is no need to worry. This person is going to make the effort. And if it's not them, but you, Pisces, that needs to make the effort because you've been so guarded in the past, it's now time for you to reciprocate, equal, reciprocity, giving and receiving. This is like the 6 of Pentacles. No more holding on all your energy to yourself. Trust me, it will be absolutely hard and difficult for you not to vibe with this person. This is such a good energy. Look at how beautiful that is. Ooh, you guys are going to be looking forward to the summer, July 2020. Give or take some time because everyone's, energy is different. And so yin yang energy. Stand in your strength. If you are female, it's time to stand in your masculinity, in your divine masculine power, or vice versa if you are Pisces male. It's time to connect with your feminine side so that you can feel a sense of balance and equality within yourself so that you know how to relate to other people, because that's going to help you in the near future. You will be faced with a particular lesson where you'll need to learn how to step down a bit onto someone else's point of view. And if it's not down, it's definitely going to be up. Someone will try to pull you up to their level, elevate you, or you might be doing that to someone else, but you need to be at someone else's level. This is a lesson that you'll be learning come August, or within the near future from August. So can you not be so serious? Because your dreams are coming true here. That connection you've been waiting for, that now you're doubting whether or not this is real. I don't want to get caught up. If this moves too quickly, I'm just going to fall flat on my face. You're so afraid to let your guard down. Be a little more playful. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. Your dreams are coming true whether you realize it or not, Pisces. Don't hold yourself back. Remember, how teachable are you? Is your own sense of fear sabotaging you? You may need to take a break, a little weekend getaway for some rest and rejuvenation. I feel that for some of you, that old partner of yours is going to start to see you happy and is going to try to come back in and be like, wait a minute, you're a little too happy without me. Some of you don't belong to that person or with that person. Learn to say no. Learn to say no to things that are not for your highest good. People, places, things, situations. And if you're not sure when you are presented with an opportunity or when you're presented with a new lesson, then take a moment to really reconnect with yourself. Start again. Some of you may be dealing with unrequited love from the past that comes in, that tries to come in, that tries to bring back whatever attraction or romantic feeling you may have had because they suddenly see you happy with someone else and they want you for themselves. But honey, you've got love here. Don't let outside unrequited love, envious love, manipulative love, sabotage this strong spiritual union that is waiting for you. This is September 2020. This is the card of the Lovers. Again, I'm seeing it and I'm feeling this spiritual love, this psychic love, this energy between the two of you that you never thought was even possible. And so what happens in October? Really, Pisces? You're going to put yourself in this stuck position of indecision of, am I doing the right thing? Am I just caught up in a whirlwind? Didn't we go through trusting our crown chakra, our intuition, our third eye chakra? Didn't we go through those lessons at the beginning of the year so that when you came down to this point, you'd know what to do and you'd know what to trust when your higher self is guiding you? You know what I'm talking about, Pisces. And again, meditation brings answers. Do you notice that they're both turning away? It's like the angel and the devil, right? You have the angel on one shoulder guiding you, telling you the enlightenment, the answers are within you. Look at all this purple. Again, crown chakra, trusting your higher self, trusting your intuition. And then there's that little devil on the other shoulder saying, but come on. You already know how this is going to work out. You already know what this is about. And then you say, where were you when I wanted to work things out? Which relationship, which connection brings you towards your best you, towards your best outcome? And for those of you that this is baby daddy or baby mama that comes into the picture, wanting to heal family issues, how can you do this? How can you break our family apart? Some of you, this is your own personal family issues that you feel like you may need to choose between a relationship and your family. Others of you, well, relationship and a family still means when you're choosing your family, it means you're choosing baby daddy, baby mama, and your children. So it gets presented to you in terms of, are you doing what you want to do, or are you doing the right thing? But it gets the right thing, right? It gets presented to you in a way that's manipulative, in a way that's guilt-ridden. It has this air of, you should do the right thing for your kids. As if you're indulging in a spiritual connection for fun. Spiritual connections don't come so easily. And someone who hasn't gone through it cannot relate. And so at the end of the day, are you doing the right thing for your family? Well, if you're happier than you've ever been, outside of this past relationship, are you doing the right thing for your family? Your children get to see you absolutely happy. They see you happier than they've ever seen you. Or do you go back to a stagnant relationship, a problematic, toxic, unhealthy relationship? Not that all of you are going through that. Pick your battles. Pick whatever energy the old relationship has. Would your children, would your family rather see you happy or stuck in an old relationship that stopped making you happy long ago? So your solar plexus chakra is lit up here. When your solar plexus chakra has an emphasis here of your life force. What is your driving life force? What is it that makes you happy, joyous, makes you feel strong and abundant, that makes you feel like you can take action towards your happiness, towards your life, however it may feel? But your solar plexus chakra can be blocked by stagnant, unhealed, toxic emotional energies, which means you feel stuck not just emotionally, but almost as though you just can't seem to move forward. Keep that in mind as you try to move forward into November 2020. Yes, that rest and rejuvenation, that meditation, that elevates you spiritually to a higher level, especially if you are in a spiritually connected union. If you are with someone who understands you on a spiritual level, who vibrates with you on a higher level, you're both able to connect to this point. And for some of you, this isn't just a temple path in your spiritual journey. Let me tell you what I see here. I see you choosing your spiritual partner and getting married. I see an engagement with this spiritual partner. Planning of an actual union between the two. A wedding. Towards the end of the year, that is what you'll be doing. So, no. I just realized that she's got a bunch of flowers here, which reminded me of wedding. So, as you go down this temple path, you're finding yourself to be more spiritually, emotionally, mentally balanced. And for a moment you misstepped and took a look back, know that there's something better. You already got a taste of the better. Maybe some of you need to take some time away, not necessarily a honeymoon at this moment, but a little break, some time to connect with yourself. The card of Seek, this is the Hermit card. Of taking some time to heal the past. The blues and the greens have to do with healing. And some of you may have this need to want to get away by yourself before getting married, before getting more serious with this connection. You realize that there are still parts of your past that needs healing. And so you realize that in order for you to take action, there are some areas of your life that will need to be compromised, or that you'll need to compromise certain situations in order for you to find balance. So it's about taking action to the changes that you want for yourself, for your family, your relationship, your job, your career. A win-win solution is how you want to end the year. December 2020 says, yes, it's time to take action. Just be aware you may need to compromise certain scenarios, situations. You get the job of your dream, but then you have to travel, you have to commute. You meet someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with, they live 300 miles away or in another state or country. There will be a need for compromise on your end and be a little bit more flexible. And like I said, for many of you, I do see engagement, marriage. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So some of you, you move in together. You have to choose between the partner of your dreams or the career of your dreams, the location, living together, needing to compromise certain, ways of living, growth. And so you may need to change your focus just a bit. This is 5 of Cups energy. Don't focus on the little things. Don't give too much power to the little insignificant things. Yes, they may feel significant. They may feel big at some point in your relationship, in your partnership, in your growth. But when you give it too much power and you give it too much emphasis on how your life can or will turn out simply because you decided to focus on the small details, you go back to that lower vibrational energy. And that's not what you're about, Pisces. It's about vibing high up here and not sweating the small stuff, being able to compromise and not focusing on the little things that maybe aren't to your liking, because there's so much more to be grateful for. Pisces, I'm telling you, you guys have some tough times at the beginning of the year. Some, very happy, loving, spiritually great times in the middle of the year. And you'll be ending your 2020 year in self-reflection, in finally healing and releasing the little tiny portions of the leftover energy from the past. Because I feel that you started to get there and fully heal and release, and this new love comes in and kind of pauses your healing and releasing of past energies. And as the two of you get closer towards, leveling up your engagement, your relationship, getting more serious, you start to see, wait a minute, I think there's still some residual unfinished business from the past. It's okay to take the time to release and heal from it so that you finally are able to jump in full force to this new relationship. You've got a lot of love waiting for you. It starts with the speed bumps, healing, new love, and reflecting and renewing your outlook by the end of 2020. This has been a really awesome reading. I know you probably were like, oh, hell, Monica, what the hell was that about in the beginning? But that's why I give you a whole year to look at so that you can, figure out what part of your journey that you got to peek at is where you actually want to be. So let me see. I'm going to pull some oracle messages. I feel as though... Well, I wasn't going to clarify any of the months. I was just going to pull oracle messages, and this reading has gone pretty long. But let's see. Tell me about the storm warning in February. What did I tell you guys? Those of you that are going through separation, divorce, the storm warning is in a relationship, in a marriage, separation, leaving one marriage to go into another, one relationship to go into another. Now, that's not for all of you, but that's definitely for some of you. Because we did start January with the separation card. So tell me about the challenging times. Oh yeah, challenging times ahead. Dark night of the soul for some of you. Some of you are, you second guess yourself whether or not you made the right decision, the right choices, whether or not this was changed for the better or for the worse, because yeah, financial constraints came out for March. So those of you that are able to and can and will save extra money to get you through the beginning of the month or the year, because come March, you're going to be feeling it. What does Pisces need to change their focus from? December 2020. Change their focus from what? From perhaps someone from the past, an ex, yeah, a breakup. For some of you, it's an actual death. Someone who may have passed away. I hate to say this. Some of you who, okay, I'm just going to say it and I'm going to be quick about it because I don't want to sit in that energy for too long. Some of you who are divorcing someone or separating from them at the beginning of the year, by the end of the year, they pass away, or they get to that point of being unhealthy to the point of being at, I hate to say it, but someone here may have to deal with a death by the end of the year. That brings up a lot of this unfinished business, residual energy that you didn't think you still had or that you were still holding on to. And that's why you need to change your focus. Yeah, I don't like that energy. I'm going to let it go. Releasing that energy. And let me just pull, oh my God. Okay. Sorry. I was trying to let go of that energy, but Spirit is saying, no, you're not done. Okay. La Vera Sibila cards. I don't think I've ever used this deck for any of my readings. This is a deck I used for myself. But, this is very uncomfortable. Okay, December 2020 for Pisces. Main male, coffin, change your focus. Why? I'm sorry. Some of you, baby daddy is passing away. Some of you miscarry. It brings up old thoughts, energies. Some of you have someone that passes away. Again, I keep hearing baby daddy, and soon after you find out that you're pregnant. It can also be you finally realize that the death literally puts an end to it and you're able to have a new beginning. And you never thought, you almost feel guilty that now you feel freer once they pass away. Okay, leaving it. Leaving it. Don't want this energy anymore. I don't like this energy. Literally don't like this energy. Sorry, guys. Okay. So let me just pull some Angel Answers Oracle. Let's shift this. I'm sorry, it was Angels of Abundance. Let's shift this into your career, money, wealth, abundance, luck. Oracle messages for Pisces in 2020. Have courage to ask for and accept help from others, which is pretty much what I told you at the beginning, right? With these healing messages for you, asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. One more card, please. Angels of Abundance for Pisces. Face your financial fears, and I'm definitely feeling it up here at the beginning of the year, you guys. Face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing, by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. Okay, let's move on to... Okay, guys, I know that energy was really heavy for me, and I have to let you guys know, which will be a video in itself. I have this weird detachment and understanding with death. I don't deal, accept, or mourn a person's passing the way a regular person does, because I have felt a connection to the spiritual realm and those that have passed on since I was young. So when I felt this energy, I felt that person's pain and mourning. I was trying to shake off those energies. Not that there is anything to fear if that scared anyone. It's just that I've never truly felt that. I've lost a lot of people in my life, but I only see them as a physical loss because I still connect. I still feel, you know, my father, my godmother, my aunt, my grandmother. I've lost a lot of people, even friends. But when I pulled that, I felt someone's death. I felt the passing of someone and the emotional, overwhelming emotional energy there that a normal person would feel. So it became overwhelming for me. So I don't want you to worry or be scared that it's going to be scary. Your emotions are going to feel scary because they're going to overwhelm you more than you realized they would. I hope that makes sense for you, Pisces. Okay, or maybe the cross watcher. So now that I finally released it, let me move on. Power of Surrender cards. What does Pisces need to release, surrender to, or surrender from? Wow. I'm just going to take them all because I was really feeling your energy and that instability of everything, you know, that's coming to you. So number one, surrender your ego, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals, which that card of pride touches on. Surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Surrender to the magic of who you are. What did I say at the beginning? Trust your intuition, your higher self. You are able to connect with who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. And this isn't the first time you guys got it, because you got playfulness somewhere over here too. Surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So I hope that brings you, you know, some form of clarity. If you take a moment to take a step back and see how these energies affect you, if any of those apply to you, ask yourself honestly, and then see how you can release it. Messages from your angels, spirit guides and guardian angels of Pisces. I welcome you in for positive messages of healing and growth. What messages do you have for Pisces? Shanti, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. You're not going to believe it at the beginning of the year, but yes, it is for your highest good. Teresa, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. So when you make those big decisions of healing yourself and moving forward again, that is part of the reason why you feel the need to break away, break free. Angel Serena, I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. Archangels. Archangel messages. Archangels, what message do you have for Pisces for the year 2020? Divine order. I've seen the scales quite a few times in your reading, Pisces. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. You will be overcoming difficulties. I'm telling you guys, the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. When you feel like it is at your darkest moments and you're just thinking and overthinking and self-sabotaging because you think you've made the biggest mistake of your life, that is the moment when you have to realize you are overcoming difficulties. You are being guided. Nurture yourself, nurture your children, your family. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So if you have children, connect with them, vibe with them, be more nurturing, more loving, more caring. Tell them, remind them, show them how much you truly love them. One more card, please. A message from the archangels. Passion. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Oh my God, Pisces, come on. Seriously, I can just shake you guys. I always get that feeling with your reading. It's like, it gives me the same energy at the end of letting you guys know everything I already said for the last hour. And we'll end this reading with a message from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, I welcome you into this reading for Pisces. Please give Pisces the message they need to hear to help them through 2020. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. Whether that's me because you're doubting my reading, I'm just kidding, Pisces. I feel that this is going to be about whoever it is that you lean on for help, for assistance, someone that, you know, they make a lot of sense, but it's easy to stay in comfort and stagnation. This also, I feel, has to do with the new person that you're going to meet, that newfound love, that sense of renewal, resurgence, even if it's from an old love and the two of you end up vibing on a different level than you were before. Thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in my relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. 2 more cards, Archangel Michael, please. The situation is already resolved. I'm pretty sure that's how I started January, when I said that you already knew what you needed to do. And that storm warning in February was because you had already been feeling the storm within you, and it just finally blew up. So now everyone else was going to feel that storm you've been holding in, because you finally made decisions and changes, life changes in your life that maybe some people aren't in agreement with. But don't worry, the situation is already resolved. And look at how Archangel Michael is taking in that child. I feel as though making such a huge and drastic change with your life is going to make you feel small, because someone may make you feel small. I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. Thank you for resolving this, and give details of the situation in a divinely perfect way. 1 more card, Archangel Michael, please. Have confidence, Pisces. Absolutely have confidence in the decisions, in your own self-love, self-care, self-worth, the changes that you are making, the pain, the stumbles, the everything that you're growing through and going through. Have confidence every step of the way. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine, wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. Pisces, I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all your support. Please do me a favor and give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Your January 2020 reading will be coming out as soon as I get all these 2020 yearly forecasts out. Again, it will be another transformative year for you. I know you're probably done hearing that. You're probably done going through it. But this is the essence of where you've already climbed to the top of the mountain. Okay, Pisces? Thank you guys once again. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I absolutely wish you guys all the best. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Have a wonderful and blessed 2020. Take care, Pisces. Bye.